If you don't know English, this video is also available in Hindi. So link is in description. Now let's start the video. So guys, this is our cloud computing series going on, and I've already covered 5 videos before this video. Like we have discussed cloud computing architecture, and we have also discussed the advantages and disadvantages of cloud computing, and we have also discussed the introduction to cloud computing and the characteristics also in the other video. So characteristics are important. You can refer the playlist, link is in description. And now let's start the video, and at the end of the video I'll tell you about some playlists on my Hindi channel. If you know Hindi, you will be benefited a lot. So now let's start. Now what is SaaS, guys? SaaS stands for software as a service. And basically guys, there are 3 types of service models: SaaS, that is software as a service, which we are covering in this video, then platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. Okay, so we'll make separate video for all these 3 services. And the question can be explained cloud computing service model, then we are supposed to explain all the 3. And the question can also be explained cloud computing services, then also we need to explain all these 3 things, right? So what is SaaS? It is a type of cloud computing services. That is what I have written over here. Then what is happening in this is, guys, we are accessing some services which are already present on the cloud, right? We are just getting the access from there. We are taking the instance of that application and we are using the things simply. Okay, nothing else is required to be done from our side. That is what I've written over here. Now let's start. It is a way of delivering services and applications over the internet. Okay, so in this, guys, in this SaaS, we have the least control as compared to PaaS and infrastructure as a service. Why is it so? You will understand this thing in the next video. But as of now, let me tell you that in software as a service, we do not have control over anything. If we want to use some application, guys, which is hosted over the internet, then we'll simply take the instance and we'll use that application, right? We'll pay for as many time as we will need it, and we'll simply use that application over the internet. Okay, and the maintenance of the software and hardware is done by the vendor itself, that is your cloud provider. And that's why, guys, it removes the cost of hardware and software maintenance. So we need not pay anything for these things. So the vendor will automatically take care of all these things. Right now, we also need not install any software in our machine also. So we'll just take the services from the cloud service provider and we'll simply use that. So guys, if we discuss the example, this example can be Gmail. Like on the Gmail, if we are going on the website, okay, we are using the browser and we are simply hitting what, gmail.com, and we are using the services. Like I am sending you an email or you are sending me an email. Okay, so that's the thing. We are simply just using the internet and we are accessing the application, right? And it is used by whom? It is generally used by the end users, guys, right? That is your normal clients like you and those people who do not have any knowledge of the coding or the any background what is happening. We are just using the service that is provided by the cloud service provider. That's it. And guys, if you're liking the video, please click on the thumbs up button. Okay, now let's discuss some of the characteristics, guys. It makes the software available over the internet. Okay, we have already discussed this in the above definition. Software application maintained by the vendors itself. The next one is, guys, cost effective. That is your pay as per use. It simply means that if you are using the services for 3 days, then you are supposed to pay for 3 days only. Okay, you are not required to pay for 10 days or something like that. Okay, so you will pay only for that amount of time for which you are using those services, and it is also available on demand. Okay, so whenever you feel like you can take the services, then it is available every time. So if you want to make some service, use some service at night also, so you can do that also. Okay, the next one is can be scaled up or scaled down anytime according to our need. So guys, this one, that is scaling up and scaling down, we have already covered in the previous videos. That is nothing but increasing our resources according to the demand and decreasing the resources according to our demand, right? So this can be done in all the services, that is your SaaS, PaaS and IaaS. Okay, all the 3. In all the 3, we can scale up or scale down the resources anytime we feel like. Next is it works on a shared model. One software is used by multiple clients. The thing is, on the cloud service provider, they'll have one application, or we can say a resource, right? So that resource will be used by all the clients, like client 1, client 2 and client 3 and so on. Okay, so that will be a shared resource. Now the next one is softwares are automatically upgraded. Okay, so we need not take any tension about this. The cloud service provider, that is the vendor, will take care of all the installations and upgradations, right? So we need not take care of all these things. We are just supposed to use these services. Now guys, if we talk about the benefits, here are some of the benefits. The first one is efficient use of software licenses. Like guys, suppose for an example, there's a software which costs too much. Like suppose for example, there's a software which costs us 2 lakh rupees. So obviously a normal person will not purchase that software, right? That will be very much costly. So what these cloud service provider do is they will purchase that particular product or that application, and they'll give the services. Like you can pay like 1000 rupees per day to us and you can use other services. So in that manner we can use that, so that will be cost efficient for us also, and that will be efficient use of the software license also. So they'll purchase it and many people can take the services from them, right? So next benefit is platform independence. What do we mean by platform independence, guys? You can access their services from Android mobile also, you can access from Mac also, Windows, Linux, from any operating system. Okay, so that platform is not at all a problem, you can access it from any device. And the multi-tenant solution means that if you have a particular resource, right, this scenario only, sixth one, if you have a particular resource, then that resource can be used by all the clients. So that is nothing but the multi-tenant solution. One resource is used by many clients. The next one is, guys, scale up or scale down. Okay, that is the same thing as above. Then simply access anytime, anywhere. We can access the resources anytime from anywhere. Then reduce time also, as we need not do the software upgradations and software installation and so on, so that saves our time also. We can use the application directly from the browser. Okay, that is your Chrome or any other browser. Then it is also cost effective, as we need to pay as per use. Okay, we have already discussed this point over here. So that's the thing. So guys, here are some of the examples, like your Gmail, Salesforce, Cisco WebEx, your Dropbox, Office 365, right, Google Drive. So we are not concerned with what is happening in the background, which is the operating system, where the application is hosted, right? We are just using the services over the internet. So these are some of the examples. So guys, in short, in SaaS, what we are doing is we are just taking the services over the internet from the cloud service provider, right? And we need not maintain anything, and the cloud service provider will maintain everything, right? One important thing, guys, if you know Hindi, do check my Hindi channel. You will get a lot of videos like compiler design videos in Hindi, best explanation you will get, guys. Cryptography, network security, the best explanation on YouTube. Interview preparation videos I have also uploaded, like some linked list for interviews, Java interview playlist, computer graphics, engineering economics, programming in C, pointers, and so on. There are a lot of playlists covered on that channel. And if you want the regular video updates, you can join my Telegram channel, or you can also join me on Instagram. Okay, I'll give all the updates in the form of a story, and you can also join the other social media platforms. So thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye.